Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Who can this woman go here? Who is it to you? Who's it to you?
My friend.
The friend from where?
From the same church where we attended before.
The same church? From which church? Oh yeah?
Yes, sir.
That's the church? The same church. This is the deliverance. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? These are the ones that are living inside the church. But I tell you, the front might say nothing is happening. Or anything like that. Okay.
You see what? They're just messing up somebody's mother, somebody's wife. I mean, they just disgrace. They're just spoiling the name and reputation of this woman. She has a life. She probably has a business. She has her children. She has a family. I mean, they're just messing her up. And why should we have to put it on national television? How will she relate to her neighbors? How will she be, to be able to be a human being in the society anymore? How will she go to the market? You know how people could be, demonized in Africa, how people could be stigmatized. Pastors are stigmatizing people now. And you see the way he's doing his hand? He's doing his hand exactly like Chris does it, exactly like Joshua does it. That is hypnotism. You see, he's bringing his hand that way so that the woman, exactly how he's doing his hand, that's how the woman behaves. You see him bending down? You see he's doing his hand like that? That is as control. That is controlling people with your hand. That is sensory, perceptive. That is using sensory to, to monitor and to control people's mind. This is occultism in the church. And it's a pity that people don't know these things. This is occultism. And when you try to resist this, it will even make it worse for you. Okay, this lady is trying to resist this, but it's making it worse for her and messing up her mind. And when you are trying to, to disagree, then they make it worse as if you are even more demon possessed. So things are bad. Things are bad, guys. So this guy is copying TB Joshua and Chris. He's using extrasensory perception too. They are using witchcraft. So these people are messing up the lives of women. See what they are doing to this woman. If I were the husband or the sister or the brother, I'm going to take them to court for this. They are making her look silly and crazy. They are making her to look as if she's lost her mind. Just useless human beings. These women left their houses, they were okay. But they come to church, you make them look, to look as if they are crazy. You see what the man is doing with his hand? And it is, the lady is repeating what he is doing. You see, he's the one perceptioning her to behave like that. You see his hand? You see his hand? You see what he's doing? That is extrasensory perception. That is taking away the will of the woman. And now they're going to make her to fall. That is taking away the will of the woman and subjecting her to his control. This is abuse of the highest order. This is what Joshua is doing. This is what Chris is doing. This is what a lot of these people are doing. You see, until she falls, you see. And this is just to show that they have power. The woman doesn't want to fall, but he's using his perception, the control, to make her fall. Go and look at the thing I showed you about how this is being done by Russian extrasensory perception specialists as well. This is witchcraft. And people are thinking this is the power of God. Our people are just being taken advantage of. Gullible people. You see, she is repeating what he is doing. You see, he is the one bringing her down. You see, he is the one doing that. What is that? That's witchcraft. That is witchcraft. That is hypnotism going on. She is hypnotizing the poor lady. She doesn't even know what is happening. She doesn't know what is happening to her. She doesn't remember it. And that is what that actor, or whatever you call him, Jim what? Jim Ike was talking about. He didn't remember what was happening. And I'm so grieved that even Christian pastors, even ministers in Nigeria don't even know what these people are doing, that this is extrasensory. We are so ignorant, we are so uneducated in that sense, that we don't know that this is actually hypnotism. This is ESP. I mean, God cannot be, useless seeing people like this making a show like this. And these so-called fathers are keeping quiet. These so-called fathers are just these people, these so-called pastors, they belong in prison. This is sorcery. This is sorcery happening here. You see, why is it doing all these things? This is sorcery. This is messing up the whole life of somebody just because someone has a problem. No. It's too much. It's too much. Something has to be done urgently and drastically to stop this madness in our churches. Something has to be done urgently to stop all this madness. This is madness. It's just madness. It's just madness. This is just madness. This is not Christianity at all. What these people are doing to people is a disgrace. And in fact, the government is supposed to intervene in this thing. If they don't intervene, by the time I get to Nigeria, they are in trouble. Because I am going to start a whole organization to challenge them and take them to court. These people have got to be taken to court. They have to be, they have to be prosecuted for all these things. They've got to be prosecuted for it. The girl doesn't even know what is happening. This guy doesn't know what is happening. He doesn't have an idea what they want from her. Okay, let's hear the voice. What are they saying?
Your feet. Fire! Inside your trouser! Fire! Inside your trouser! Fire! Inside! Who are you? Who are you?
This is just rubbish. You see, they are manipulating and making her to say something from... Can you remove the voice? The lady is grieved. Slapping her. Why? Why should they be slapping her just because she would not talk? And you are saying this is deliverance? And you are saying I am the one that is Antichrist? By exposing this kind of people, how can I be Antichrist? These people need to be exposed and challenged. They need to be taken to jail. It is the pastors, these pastors who are demon-possessed, not these poor women who are demon-possessed. It is these pastors who are demon-possessed, beating somebody in the name of deliverance. Just because she's not abiding by your injunctions. I mean, this guy belongs in prison. Do you see how many people holding the poor girl down, breaking her hand, twisting her arms? She is defenseless. And they are doing this in the name of, thank God, she is about to beat him back. Because she is mad. And they will be saying it is demon, but she's just angry. She's just angry. She is frustrated. These are not men of God. Open your eyes, Africans. Open your eyes, Nigerians. These are not men of God. These are crooks. These are people abusers. These are people molesters. These are not pastors. They are people molesters. Why is he beating her like that? Why is he beating her like that? He is a people molester. This is not a pastor. This is a human molester right here. This is a human molester. Apart from the fact that he's using witchcraft, he's a human molester. This man needs to be prosecuted. He belongs in jail. This man belongs in jail. This is human abuse going on in that church. This is not a church, my dear. This is not a church, everybody. Every one of us must raise our voices against these practices in the name of deliverance. We must raise our voices. And all the men are looking. Nobody is challenging this charlatan. Nobody is challenging this charlatan. Nobody is challenging this charlatan, for Christ's sake. She is just standing for herself. She is standing for, the poor girl is standing for herself, trying to defend herself against all these men. And they are accusing her of demons, of being demon possessed. I mean, this is horrible. I'm sorry. This is horrible. This shouldn't be happening. In the 21st century, this shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. I'm sorry, guys. This shouldn't be happening. If you are okay that this is happening in your own country, if you are okay that this is happening, and you're calling it Holy Spirit, I don't know the Holy Spirit that you know. I don't know the kind of God that you are serving. This shouldn't be happening, guys. This shouldn't be happening in the 21st century. I'm sorry. This shouldn't be happening. All these so-called pastors belong in jail. They have to go to prison. They need to be in prison right now. So lawyers are supposed to begin to arise and challenge these people and take them to court. We need to immediately begin to challenge these people and take them to court. This is an abuse. This is abuse. This abuse happening here. There is nothing like God here at all. This is taking advantage of victims, of poor people. You said somebody was explaining what is deliverance. Do you want to show that or not now? So I'm sorry. This thing shouldn't be happening. Yes, please.
When you have a mark, for example, you have a tribal mark on your face. You are from Igala, you are Yoruba, or you are any tribe. Even in America, that mark is there. Am I correct? A Nigerian can identify you there. That is how it is when there's a demonic power. Any country you enter, the demons in that country understand this one is our project. Because they put a mark. That is why Paul said, let no man trouble me if I bear my body the marks of Christ. Because if it's the mark of the enemy, you'll be troubled. Are you ready? We have 4 prayers. In the midst of this prayer, I want you to open your heart up. Because in the midst of these prayers, your deliverance will start. You will take first of all, we are going to handle our foundation. Every evil dedication. Hold on. Do you know one of the things that finished Moses? Yeah? Moses was dedicated when he was 3 months old. That was when Pharaoh's daughter dedicated him. Pharaoh's daughter carried him in the river, lifted him up, and said, his name shall become Moses. The name Moses is an Egyptian name. It means I carried him from water. I carried him what? From water. Check all the life of Moses. All his major problems was around water. It was when he ran from Egypt, he sat down by the well of water. That is why he saw his wife called Zipporah. He was fighting a battle. When he got to water, he made the major confrontation. What was the water? The Red Sea. And God said to him, speak to the rock. He smote the rock. What came out? Why? It was his dedication.
Stop this one. You see what he's here saying? You have a mark. And he's using the example of, are you joining me? Me. He's using the example of Paul. And he says it is demon. When you get to America, you get to Canada, they will see your, all kind of extra biblical explanations that doesn't have anything to do with the Bible. They just quote some out of context. Use the Bible out of context. They don't even, why should you even be preaching about Satan? Why is Satan what we are called to preach? Which one is this one?
Now, that enemy that is troubling you within you, that is living right inside you, that enemy must submit.
He himself is looking like a sick guy.
Keep your hands on your chest. Now, spirit husband. Something quickly. Come out. Watch out. I can't try now. I said, come out. Catch fire! What has what out? Woman receive a deliverance totally.
This
Or your spirit wife. Or your submit quickly. On the road. Cash fire. Spirit wife.
See, what these guys are talking about, there is nothing like that. Nothing like spirit wife, nothing like spirit husband. These guys are charlatans. These guys are sick people. These people, they are not preachers. They don't deserve to be respected. They are charlatans. These guys they are manipulators. Can't you see? These guys are building their empire on people's misfortunes. These guys are building their empire on people's tragedies. These people are taking advantage of people, gathering people's money. Disgracing people, messing up people's destinies, people's lives. How do you expect these people to live after this? How do you expect them to walk about in that city? And they are mostly women, you know. And what they are saying doesn't even make sense. So what does it say? What does it say now?
I command you to catch fire! Unclean spirit, spirit of failure, spirit of barrenness, spirit of madness,
Look,
unclean spirit, spirit of...
don't remove the voice. Even if it is unclean spirit, why all the noise? Do you need to help Jesus? Out, fire, or why the noise? Why the frenzy? Why do you need to create a frenzy? Why do you need to create a frenzy and put people under frenzy attack, under hypnotism? Why do you need to mess up people's mind before God will perform? If God is God, why can't he just perform and deliver people? If Jesus is Lord, why can't he just do things that normal way? Why should he first of all mess up people first? And my country people don't see anything wrong in this? I think it's high time we all begin to raise our voices against all these malpractices, all these atrocities, all these abuses. And if you think that this is only happening in these sublime churches, no, it's happening. They are happening in mainline churches, mainstream churches in Africa. All the Papa Gos, most of them are doing things like this. Maybe not quite like this, but a lot of them are doing all kind of extra biblical practices. If you have been watching our videos and maybe you enjoy them, maybe you don't enjoy them, but still we need you to help us spread the word. And for that to happen, we only need you to take 5 little steps. Please help us spread this word by liking the video. Then, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We also need you to press the notification button, and the way to do that is to click on the bell. You see the bell there? Click on it. Then, of course, leave your comments. Let's know what you're thinking about each video. And finally, we need you to go and share the word. Share this video on your Facebook timeline, on your Instagram, and every other platform that you have. All right? Let's win the world for Christ. Thank you so much.